Have you ever thought, my abdominal surgery was years ago, but why does my core still feel so weak? Maybe you've done the exercises, you've tried getting back into the gym, you've worked on strengthening your abs, trying to follow along random YouTube videos, but something still feels off. Maybe your stomach still protrudes out. Maybe your core feels disconnected. Maybe you have low back pain, leaking, pressure, or pain that just doesn't make sense to you. If any of that sounds familiar, there may be one thing that nobody has ever talked to you about: your scar tissue. And today, I'm going to explain why scars from surgeries, even surgeries that happened years or decades ago, can continue to affect your pelvic floor, your core, and your entire body. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Brooke Kalisiak, pelvic floor physical therapist and owner of Legacy Physical Therapy in St. Louis, Missouri. At our clinic, we help people recover from all kinds of abdominal and pelvic surgeries, including C-sections, hysterectomies, gallbladder removal, appendectomies, hernia repairs, abdominal laparoscopic surgeries, endometriosis surgeries, and many other procedures involving the abdominal and pelvic region. And one of the biggest things we see is people struggling with symptoms they never realized could be connected to old surgical scars. So let's talk about why this happens. Every surgery creates scar tissue. And at first, I want to say this: scar tissue is not bad. It actually is your body's natural way of healing the incisions. The problem is that sometimes scar tissue doesn't organize itself optimally. Think of your tissues like layers of silk that should glide smoothly over one another. Now imagine someone poured glue between those layers, and suddenly things don't slide or move the way that they were supposed to. Scar tissue can create restrictions between the skin, the fat, the fascia, the muscles, the nerves, the organs, the connective tissue. These restrictions can alter how your body moves and functions, and over time, it can contribute to core weakness, low back pain, hip pain, pelvic pain, urinary leakage, digestive issues, pain during intimacy, postural changes, and even difficulty returning to exercise or things you love to do. Here's a common misconception around healing from an abdominal or pelvic surgery. Most people think that their core is simply their abdominal muscles, but your core is actually a pressure management system that includes your diaphragm at the top, your abdominal wall in the center, your pelvic floor muscles at the bottom, and your back muscles at the back. And all of those muscles have to work together to regulate pressure in that intra-abdominal cavity. These muscles should all coordinate together like a team. When you breathe in, you inhale, the system expands, your diaphragm comes down, your belly goes out, your pelvic floor comes down. And when you breathe out, you exhale, the system gently recoils. Your pelvic floor comes back up, your belly comes back in, and your diaphragm goes back up. And it supports your trunk and body. But if scar tissue creates restrictions somewhere in this system, in this region, coordination can be disrupted. The result might be feeling unstable, feeling disconnected to the muscles in your abdomen, that persistent feeling of mom pooch or the abdominal wall kind of pooching out. It can even feel like there's extra pressure in this abdominal pelvic region, or you feel like you just have difficulty activating your core. All of this can lead to continued pain despite exercising and moving like you're supposed to be. And here's the most frustrating part. Many people assume they just need to work harder, more planks, more crunches, more core exercises. But if the system isn't coordinating properly, strengthening alone may not solve the problem. Here is something you can start doing right now. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your lower ribs and belly. And I want you to take a slow breath in. Can you feel your lower ribs expand? Can you feel your belly gently expand out? Or do you just feel movement up in the chest? Okay. Then I want you to slowly exhale. And can you feel your abdominal wall naturally recoil in? Many people who've had abdominal surgery struggle with this breathing pattern. They tend to hold tension and guard around their scars, so simply practicing slow, deep diaphragmatic breathing for 2 to 5 minutes each day can begin improving mobility, relaxation, and coordination of your core system. Simple enough it seems, but it is also so powerful. So I want you to take a break and try that and see if you can get that nice expansion as you inhale and recoil back in as you exhale. If you have scar tissue present from a previous abdominal or pelvic surgery, here's another thing that you can try. In this situation, I'm going to pretend this little black line on my arm is a scar on either my abdomen or my pelvic region. And what you can do is you can take your fingertips and gently place them around your scar. You don't need to push hard, but just notice, does the skin move easily? Or does it feel stuck? Does it feel numb, like you can't really feel it there? Is it sensitive? As you move different ways, do you feel pulling or does it feel tight? Assessing the mobility of the scar is a great thing that people can do to really get a sense of how things are moving. And if you're not sure, you can move somewhere else on your abdomen that doesn't have that scar tissue and compare, how is it moving here to here? Many people are shocked by how restricted an old scar can still feel years later. Bringing awareness to the scar is the first step. Now, I don't recommend aggressively working the scar without guidance because every surgery and every person is different. But simply becoming aware that your scar may still be affecting your body can be incredibly eye-opening. Here at Legacy Physical Therapy, we don't just look at the scar itself, we look at how your entire system is functioning. Treatment may include scar tissue mobilization, fascial release techniques, instruction in how you can massage your own scar, core muscle retraining, pelvic floor muscle strengthening or rehabilitation exercises, breathing and pressure management strategies, neuromuscular re-education of those core muscles, and instruction in functional movements, as well as correction of some faulty movement patterns. Our goal isn't simply to make the scar feel better. Our goal is to help your body move, coordinate, and function the way it was designed to. Because when the system works together again, people often experience improvement in their strength, pain, leakage, pressure, and exercise tolerance, as well as confidence in movement and an overall improvement in quality of life. Here at Legacy Physical Therapy, we also have the benefit of utilizing therapies like soft wave therapy to help support that tissue healing and remodeling. Soft wave is a type of shock wave therapy that can help improve blood flow, tissue quality, mobility, healing response, and circulation around the old scar tissue. When combined with pelvic physical therapy, it can be a really powerful tool for helping people move and feel better. One of the biggest myths that I hear, and I hear this so often at our office, is my surgery was years ago, so it's probably too late. And that's simply not true. It's never too late to make a change. We have helped people improve after surgeries that have happened 5, 10, even 20 years ago. If you've had abdominal or pelvic surgery and still feel weak, unstable, disconnected, or like something just isn't right, your scar tissue may be the one missing piece. And the good news is that there are things you can do about it. So if you would like help figuring out what's going on, we would love to help. Click on the link below to schedule a consultation or discovery visit with our team here at Legacy Physical Therapy, because just because your incision healed doesn't necessarily mean your recovery is finished, and it's never too late to rebuild strength from the inside out.
Thank you for watching our video. We hope you found it informative.
We put out weekly content on pelvic health topics because we want people to be able to optimize their pelvic health throughout their lifetime. Make sure you like and subscribe our channel so that you're alerted when our next video becomes available.